Hi everyone, what is going on? My name is Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the thebinarydestroyer 8.0. Now I've started my 2022 with an absolutely incredible start. If you watched my previous video, we were looking at two possible trades, a buy on USD CAD and a sell on NZUSD, and I ended up taking the buy on USD CAD off the 15-minute time frame. You can see here. Now what I'm going to do now is actually break down this setup now using pure price action. I'm going to be doing this a lot in all of my videos for this year, rather than just saying that I'm taking a Mogwai signal, I'm taking a buy from this arrow. I'm going to break it down further on why it's such a good setup. Why did a Mogwai arrow appear? Why did a BD arrow appear? Why is this a trade that I'm going to take? Why is this a trade I'm not going to take? And I think if I break down each setup in detail, you that are watching it are going to understand the reason why I guess the thebinarydestroyer is so successful. Because what I tend to find with the thebinarydestroyer is it will produce a lot of signals around support and resistance areas. And if you're good at trading support and resistance and you're good at understanding trends and pullbacks in the market, you're going to do really, really well with it. If you're not, then obviously that's something you need to learn when it comes to market. But at the end of the day, you need to understand market structure. You need to understand support and resistance, basic candlestick patterns, you know. It's the key fundamentals to what moves the market. So as you can see here, this was that buy I took on USD CAD here. And if you actually have a look at my success ratio, you will see that I've started my January with a 100% win ratio. And you will see those buy setups here. They say USD CAD. I stacked a number of buys. I believe I had around a 10 or 15 pip take profit on this, and it went to a nice little £150 banked, which was really, really good. Now, I'll just make myself a little bit smaller here. And if we just zoom out here, you can see that this buy on USD CAD off the 15-minute time frame. Now, looking at this trade since it happened, you can see that. Sorry about that. I thought my phone was going off. So looking back at this setup now, you can see it was a nice little buy with the trend. Nice little signal, Mogwai signal with the trend. And I want to explain to you why I took this trade. Now, if we actually just go over, firstly, we'll start off by going over to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, now on the 4-hour time frame, we had this nice area of support at the bottom. If I just bring up naked price action now on the 4-hour time frame, you can see this beautiful area of support just there. Okay, if I just bring it up just slightly like that there, probably even bring it a bit further, you can see that what's happened on USD CAD over the last couple of days, I say even a couple of weeks as well, is that we've had this push down to this, or I'll make this a different color so you can actually see, is we had this push down to this level. Now, when we see price going into a certain direction, so you can it's either heading into an uptrend or heading into a downtrend, what we want to be doing next is figuring out where price is going, because as you can see here, we're going into a downtrend, right? We've basically been selling hard from this zone at the top here. And what we want to be doing is looking to see where price is going to slow down at. Okay, it's not just going to continue into a downtrend for, you know, the next 10 years. Eventually, price is going to slow down. And what we want to do as traders is to figure out where that level is where price is going to slow down. Okay, so as we can see here, or what I previously did was mark up this area here. So a touch there, a touch here, a touch there, a touch here, a touch here. So I looked at this support level and I thought, oh great, this could be a possible buy from this support line. Now if we just load up the thebinarydestroyer again, back up on the 4-hour time frame, you will see that we had an absolute beautiful buy at this level. MACD went oversold, as you can see here. We popped a Mogwai signal, the TCA lines in the band. It was an absolute beautiful buy off this support line. Now I can see that looking back now, this was a beautiful buy from this support line off the 4-hour time frame. Now unfortunately I missed this setup off the 4-hour time frame. The main reason is because I tend to trade the lower time frames, the 5 and 15 minutes. So I actually completely missed this arrow on the 4-hour. But what I did then was, obviously, as price continued, as price came down, I'll make this white now so you can see. As price came down to this support level and bounced off it, I was now looking for re-entry for a possible buy, because I missed this initial buy here off the 4-hour support. But I thought it doesn't matter, okay, because I know that this 4-hour is being respected. I know this support line is being respected now off the 4-hour. And what I want to be doing is now going to the lower time frames, the 30, the 15 and 5 minute, and look for buys with the trend. Okay, and what I mean by with the trend is if we just delete this here, this slight move up, just focus on this move up here, okay? In the small scale of things, from this support line to here is around 189 pips, okay? Now this is 189 pip move to the upside of this 4-hour support. But if you look at the lower time frames, it's actually a really big uptrend, okay? So what I was looking for off the lower time frames, if I just bring this up like this, was I was looking for a buy re-entry. Okay, so obviously this is that 4-hour support here. As you can see here, I've got another Mogwai signal off the 15-minute time frame. Absolutely beautiful that is. And I missed this setup. So what I did was wait for price to possibly come back down, pop a second Mogwai signal, and then re-enter and ride with the trend. Now what we did in last week's, yesterday, I think it was yesterday's video, it has produced some really good setups. Some nice little setups with the trend on Aussie US dollar. In fact, we got a nice, to be honest with you, we've got an absolute beautiful double bottom pattern like this. Look at that. We popped this signal here, okay? We popped this beautiful signal just here, and the MACD gone oversold. And what I did was, again, just bring up a bit of price action on the 15-minute charts now. Is you can see that area just here where we got this nice little support. So this is the 15-minute. So if we go at the bottom here, hang on here. If we just go to the bottom here, you can see we've got that 4-hour support. Yeah, now I missed that trade, like I said, and what happened was price came up. Oh, I'll make it blue now so you can see. Was price came up like this, and then came back down here and retouched this previous support. And I looked at this now, and when I put it in conjunction with the binary destroyer like this here, I thought, where is it? I'm going back down to the 15-minute charts. I thought, there's my buy opportunity. Bang, took the trade, rode it up. Now, like I said, this trade, if I actually held it with the trend, went around 110 pips. Now, it's very fascinating that this arrow appeared, because it also appeared as well on the 30-minute time frame. Again, same scenario now off the 30-minute time frame, okay? So again, we've got that buy signal with the binary destroyer off that 4-hour support, which you can see just here, okay? Like I said, I completely missed this trade, which is really, looking back now, was really bad. But what actually happened again off the 30 minutes was the same thing happened as it did off the 30-minute time frame. Remember what I said in the previous video is that time frames are going to be telling you the same story. It's just a different side of the story. Okay, so a support line on the 4-hour is going to be a support line on the 5-minute time frame, on the 15-minute time frame. But the only difference is it's going to look slightly different because it's different candlesticks, different time frame. But the support line is still a support line, whatever time frame you're on. So as you can see here, we have that 4-hour support line down here. And what happened then was price pulled up. Okay, then pulled back down, and again, another buying opportunity to buy with the trend. Okay, and this is pretty much what I've been doing for the last couple of days is buying this support, buying this Mogwai signal with the trend. We actually had a nice little sell as well with the trend. It's fascinating here. We had a nice little sell here, which we had. Funny enough, we had 3 signals back to back: a buy, a sell, and a buy. Which is really, really good. Like I said, if you were trading USD CAD over the last few weeks, you would have absolutely rinsed out on it. Like I said, unfortunately, I missed that buy, and I only took this buy here for re-entry just there. So that's pretty much my intake on USD CAD. I just want to break it down as well, because like I said, if you look at USD CAD now, we had that sell on the 30-minute time frame. I just want to bring it up some price action to try and break down that that setup there and why that arrow appeared. So okay, so let's pop it like this here. Okay, so that explains that one. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got, oh, hang on, you can't see it again, different color, here we go. You've got support there, support, support, support. You see that area of support here? Price came back up to it and did a nice little break and retouch. That's actually a very fascinating trade, that was. And unfortunately, I missed that one as well. Going back to the binary destroyer, you can see we actually had on the 30-minute time frame 3 beautiful buys, sells, and buys. But like I said, I don't really trade the 30-minute time frame. I tend to trade the 15 minutes. And as you can see here, that was that initial. So you can see the initial sell. So that was the same sell off the 30 minutes is now on the 15 minutes. And that's that same buy on the 15 minutes, which is obviously as well on the 30 minutes. So that's my breakdown on USD CAD. A very simple trade, you know, just basic support and resistance. And this is what I want to teach you lot going into this year, is that don't overcomplicate your trading. Just keep it simple. You know, support and resistance, candlestick analysis, trends, pullbacks. If you understand the basics of that and put it with a good indicator or strategy like the binary destroyer, you're going to do really, really well. Implement a good money management and you're on your way to consistency. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. My name is Jamie Palmer. If you have any questions, drop me an email at thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.